The New Zealand remote work visa is finally out as from January 27, 2025. And what is good about this visa is that it is 12 months visa, renewable, and anybody can apply. Are you working from home? Do you have your own company? Are you a freelancer? Are you a YouTuber? Are you a Facebook vlogger or an influencer? What is your job? Can you justify that you can earn money with a company or from yourself outside of New Zealand? Then this video is for you. If you know some other person who has these traits that I just enumerated, please call them to come closer and sit and watch this video. Hello there, my name is Franklin, aka Don Franco. Remember the time I made the video about Lithuania? That was the third video on YouTube, how it exploded and the results that it came out of it. If you can go under that video, you can see testimonies. Ladies and gentlemen, you are so welcome. And if this is the first time of tuning into my channel, please turn on the notification bell, subscribe, share, and let people know about this good news. Today, I'm going to talk about this great news coming from New Zealand. And it's different because unlike the nomad visa that this country was providing with so many requirements and a lot of money to prove, and you need to prove it physically, the new remote work visa that has been launched by New Zealand, you just need to show a bank statement. They don't need to check if the money is real or not, but you just need to demonstrate that you can work either self-employed or from another country outside of New Zealand, and you'll be granted this visa. It's very easy. Only few days ago, and this is the time for you to grab the opportunity wherever you are living in the world. The thing is, there's no nationality restriction. Everybody can apply. Now, I'm going to walk you through this visa in a simplest way to digest it. You are so much welcome to the New Zealand Remote Work Visa 2025, and I titled it Embrace the Freedom of Working from New Zealand. Tell me, what's your impression about New Zealand? Because for me, I think New Zealand's GDP is very high. I think living standards in New Zealand is very, very good. I think the lifespan of people who live in New Zealand is very, very elevated. And there is political, economic, and social stability in that country. And they are so, so welcoming. That is what I think. What do you think about this country? Put in the comment section below. And which video do you want us to do again? You are welcome. Let's go ahead and read. In a world where remote work is becoming the norm, New Zealand offers a unique opportunity for digital nomad, self-employed individuals, and remote workers. The country has launched a remote work visa policy allowing international visitors to work remotely while enjoying everything this stunning country offers. Whether you are a freelancer, a business owner, or someone employed by a company outside of New Zealand, this new visa makes it easier than ever to combine work with travel. Starting from January 2025, January 27, 2025, New Zealand has updated its visitor visa policy to all remote workers to work for clients or employers located outside New Zealand. This means that as long as your employment is with a foreign employer, you can live in New Zealand for an extended period while working remotely. Now, what does this mean, guys? What does this mean? According to you, what does it mean? It means that whether you are a freelancer, whether you are working as a vlogger, whether you have your own company in your own country, and you just want to relax while working from New Zealand, no matter how you can demonstrate that you can work for yourself or you work for other people, whether you're a virtual assistant, whether you're from Philippines, Africa, Nigeria, Europe, everywhere you're coming from, this visa is open to you. And the good thing is, it is just launched, and so the earlier you start, the better you can to succeed as far as this visa is concerned. Okay, let's talk about the key features of this visa. Now, who can apply? Self-employed individuals and digital nomads, right? I've talked about these people, like, who are employed by overseas companies or have their business outside of New Zealand and can apply for this visa. It is also open to individuals who provide remote for foreign clients, making it an freelancers and entrepreneurs. What counts as a remote work? What counts as a remote work? Do you know? Okay. Now, New Zealand's remote work visa includes various types of remote work activities such as answering emails and phone calls, coding and texting, writing reports, virtual assistant, attending meetings or giving presentations to colleagues based outside of New Zealand, creating content as a social media influencer, as long as you are not promoting an event, activity or product for gain or reward from a New Zealand business or person. This means that the remote work visa is flexible and can accommodate many types of jobs, can accommodate many types of work arrangements as long as they don't involve local employment in New Zealand. Let me tell you the strategy of this remote work visa. Now, when you come to work in New Zealand, I like to always decode these things, right? When you come to work in New Zealand, but your company is not in New Zealand, you need to pay the visa fee. You need to pay the house. You need to bring in income to New Zealand. That's a very nice strategy. And you're not taking employment away from New Zealand people. That's the strategy. Bring in people who spend money while they're living in New Zealand, but they don't benefit from local companies or recruitment or employment. That's a strategy. And I know that you who is watching me, that is what you have been looking for. So why wait, right? Okay, let's continue. Right. Now, visa duration and limitation, okay? The remote visa is a visitor visa, which means that you can live in New Zealand for the same duration as a standard visitor visa, up to 12 months. However, it's important to know that there is no limit on the amount of remote work you can do while you are on this visa, so long as you remain employed by a non-New Zealand employer. Family members, you may be able to bring your family, your partner and children with you depending on the conditions of your visa. Be sure to check the details about family eligibility. As far as this visa is concerned, income requirements, while there isn't any fixed income requirement for this visa, you will likely need to demonstrate that you can financially support yourself while living in New Zealand. This could include showing evidence of your overseas income or business. Health insurance. Applicants will generally be required to have a valid health insurance that covers their time in New Zealand. You are welcome. On the link of this video, I'm going to drop the link to our insurance where you can buy, and it covers the whole Europe, Schengen. Okay. Benefits of the remote work visa. Live and work in New Zealand. You can experience the beautiful landscape, vibrant culture, and outdoor lifestyle New Zealand offers, all while continue working your remote work. No limit on remote. Unlike some other visas, New Zealand's remote work visa doesn't restrict the amount of remote work you can do. As long as you are working for a foreign employer, you are free to work as much as you like. That is very, very amazing, guys. So amazing. Okay, now you also have what we call work-life balance. The relaxed pace of in New Zealand makes it an ideal place for remote workers to find out where they live and enjoy their life in New Zealand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very interesting because so many people are blocked recently with like the trend. Like I want to tell you, on my database now, I have almost 14,000 candidates. Anyway, these ones are coming because they want to work in Europe, who just job. They want to work. About how many who come just strictly for visas? Man, I want to tell you, it's hard. Some they have enough income, some get rejected, some have moved from one agency to another, and they get confused. The rate at which people are traveling is overwhelming. And the earlier you take this opportunity, the better, because we are just an email away to get you the solution that you need. Right now, let's talk about how to apply for this visa. Now you can just head to the New Zealand immigration and complete the visa application, submit the required documents such as proof of employment, evidence of income and health insurance, pay the visa fee, wait for approval. But is it that very simple? I don't think so. Because before you even gather the documents, you need to have a plan and a strategy on how to go about it. It's very important to think very deeply and plan and take your time. Prepare all the necessary documents. Now, things to consider. Local employment. While working remotely for a foreign employer is allowed, you're not allowed to take up any local employment in New Zealand. This visa is strictly for those working for non-New Zealand employers, right? Now, what does this mean? It means that you are not able to work. But when I go to New Zealand, of course, I have Schengen visa, right? I have Schengen visa, right? What next? Like my brother used to call it. Okay, so working from home. You can work from anywhere in New Zealand, whether you are in bustling Auckland or the serene South Island. You find the perfect place to live and work. If I go to this kind of place, I'll just go to those local areas and live life there. So cool, right? Visa extension. If you want to stay longer, you may be able to apply for visa extension after your period ends. Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the good news. It is indeed very good. And you know how you can work your way around when you arrive in New Zealand. My name is Don Franco. If you have stayed up to this moment, I thank you very much. I know that my followers have dropped recently because I went onto a training, an immigration training, and it took all my time. I'm gradually bouncing back, and I'm here to serve you as usual. Please stay, share my videos, search me on Facebook too, and follow, okay? And TikTok, even though I hardly post on TikTok. And what else? So that's it. If New Zealand is not your destiny of choice, another option can be a student visa for you who is young and who has the means to study abroad. We have over 10,000 study programs from US, Canada, Australia, UK, and Ireland that are waiting you fresh in our platform, and it brings you all the versatility, all the unanswered questions that you usually face when you go searching for programs on YouTube or on Google. Guys, you are welcome as always. And for those of you who are coming in, flooding in for job sponsors, if you send us an email and we don't get back to you on time, because each email that you send we actually reciprocate, right? But if you don't come if we don't come up follow-up email, it means that your application was not successful. Don't get frustrated. I just want to give you some tips, right? The qualifications that you have to work in your country, qualifications that you need to work abroad. You need some additional qualification to work abroad. If you need help, we do through. Thank you for watching. I didn't intend to make this video long. I hope you did enjoy it, because if you did, I did too. And thanks once more for being there for us. Bye-bye.